Come in. Good day, Gerald.
Couldn't handle the scorpions, or was it the desert heat?
I can take the heat. You know that. So it must have been the scorpions.
Office okay?
Yes, thank you.
Well, how do you like our rigid loads now?
Manhattan Project? Name doesn't exactly fit these surroundings, now does it?
Well, that's kind of the idea. Let the spies start looking all over the Empire State. They wouldn't suspect the army's up to their ankles in pig shit.
Here's the letter, sir. And Kitty called, said she would be late and was going to Liz's.
Thank you.
Can I go?
Oh, of course, Elaine. Forgive me, I'm sorry. I know I promised to help, but now I've guests from out of town.
Never mind. My girlfriend's at the switchboard are bringing a truck, and we're going to take it tonight. I'm
Good.
moving.
Where to?
Outer Drive?
Well, that's moving up. Nice place.
If you like mud, it is.
Fire lane. You like Oak Ridge now?
She's married. Husband's in the Pacific. Pregnant. I don't even think it's his.
Oh, started something she can't stop.
She'll probably lose her husband even if he makes it back. Damn war.
It was her call.
I just saw our Mr. Teller. He walked from Jackson Square from the train. He should be here shortly.
Well, I'm ready to get out and have a look and see how the site's coming. I'll need your staff there.
Shouldn't take long.
Edward Teller, strange fellow. Not exactly a team player. Off dreaming about something else somewhere else.
We have to hear him out at least. It's scientific courtesy. I promised I'd give his idea a review. It's different, however. Ours is based in a...
Ours based? Oppenheimer, I'm not a scientist, but I don't have to be. Your boot camp of dreamers said this thing's going to work. Let's see it. Let's see something. FDR is going to come a-rolling into the ridge any day now, and we can't be sitting here like a bunch of crows. We stuck our nose in it, and now everything's on the line. Millions of dollars, lives. Somewhere out there, there's a GI soldier bleeding his guts out right this very minute. And for what? The whole world's gone mad. I want this thing ready to deliver to the president now.
We still have work to do to get our enrichment process to production.
If what you're saying is I need to get down to New Mexico and kick some more asses, I'll do that. But don't lead me on. It's my job to get you pencil necks to agree on something and to turn that chicken chalk scratching into some real firepower. I want this thing to work and work now.
It will work, General. It will work. Granted, man, the whole idea is dangerous. Not much is known about the properties of the materials we're working with. Every step is risky. The materials themselves, the handling, testing, production. Let's not catch our hands in the trap we're trying to set.
Your buddies back on Bathtub Avenue know that Hitler's working on it. What's in the water?
It's heavy water. It's a hydrogen atom remover.
I wouldn't be a damn bit surprised if they didn't have one riding on a buzz bomb today. How close are we?
First, we have to get our hands on enough of the material. We have to see how this enrichment process goes. That is the dragon to slay. Magnetic separation will cost us in energy. Gaseous diffusion will be more efficient but take more time to set up.
Okay, what about this enrichment? What is uranium anyway?
It's a naturally occurring mineral, not uncommon in the Southwest. Gives off radio energy. Cool light or invisible heat, you might say. It's like other metals. To enrich it, you sort out anything that's not pure, down to the element. U-235 it's called. 92 protons in the nucleus. 235, quite a high atomic weight.
Now you're talking about stuff on a molecular level.
Atomic, General.
So where's the big kick?
The kick lies in creating a chain reaction with all its neutrons. See, it's dense, it has its own gravity. You put a lot of it in one place and it's unstable. Neutrons crowd toward the center of the mass, but there are electrons heating everything up, making it easier for the neutrons to crowd toward the center. Critical mass.
Critical mass, huh? That sounds about like Europe today.
No lie.
So, That's the big blue flash theory I've heard about.
It's technically a sweet problem. I'll take it for the technical advantage. I'll take it for the achievement.
I'll take it just to hear the damn noise. I want Hitler, and I want Mussolini, and I've got to wipe that smirk off of Tojo's face. Man, I've got a problem with that jet.
One thing, General. What was wrong with the University of Chicago? I know we didn't move here for the local talent.
Too many people around. Security. People around here won't ask any questions. And in case this deal goes off in our faces, then we've got these mountains to funnel the blast up. Then we can have a special on going to Dark Hillbillies.
And we have to go into Dogpatch for dinner at the drugstore. Come in, Mr. Teller. Edward, this is Brigadier General Leslie Groves, the project boss.
Very good to meet you, sir. My God, the stars.
General, this is the famed Edward Teller. Get a room.
Oh, yes, lovely, perfect. The stately Beaumont Hall. Well, gentlemen, we must strive to go into the direction of our endeavor. I must admit the world will be changed if we succeed. It's a rather frightening prospect if we don't.
World's already changed. Adolf the Great setting piles of his citizens on fire, and that's frightening enough.
Well, I believe we can, with some deviation in our current plan, increase the brat in this most blessed child. Well, if I may, let me purport the theory I'm proposing. First of all, hydrogen atom. You've got to have a hydrogen atom. Everyone wants one, it seems. Just love to have a hydrogen atom in your device. But your dirty little uranium device is only a trigger for the universally available fuel in the air itself. Must take advantage of that fresh Bavarian air, it being free, don't you see? Bottom line, power envelope multiplied. Taxpayers have more money in their pockets. Keep the folks happy and our jobs safe, eh?
All right, Edward. I'll bet you from a popular school of thought, 3,000 to 1, that your device will ignite all the oxygen in the Earth's atmosphere and burn us up. For argument's sake, of course.
No, I can't see it, but I'll see it and raise you 3,000 to 1 that it won't.
You two can bet your sweet asses that Herr Werner Heisenberg isn't sitting around Heidelberg betting on a freaky crapshoot like this. Those SS zombies are going to throw it on somebody, and it'll probably be us, or the Brits.
This world of science and all this tinkering on something grand. This is the icing on the cake of a beautiful war. The star in the eye of the devil himself. I just love being in on this technological circus of creation. All this atomic talk. It's like playing with putty. My device will create more of a robust flame. And while it'll have several times the power of your device, it'll actually, dazzle the heavens as well. Now, you can split a mess of atoms, as you would say here in this lovely land. But I would rather stack these atoms into a kind of Chinese puzzle. Stack them together, then split them at once as if it were like a cheese.
God damn this!
A Haverty or a nice Tilsit? That is, if you really want to get the power out of it. Oh, let me get back to the board, yes.
Edward, I'm sure your science checks out, but we put months of research into what we already have. We simply cannot stop and investigate another theory.
Well, it seems I've played the old fool. Sort of the odd goose out. So you two have decided to wrap this up, huh? Robert and Leslie's wrapped it up in a nice government wrapping? What does the president say on this, Robert? And the others? The two of you wrapping this up in a nice, neat atomic box?
Edward,
We definitely need your input on this. But you can hang your one-man mutiny, or take it back to Europe. Jesus, man!
Is that what you've done here in this Oak Ridge? Become atomic box-wrapping assholes?
Mr. Teller, theory's fine. Let's get together after the war and have a few beers, talk things over. I'm sure your baby will scare the pants off World War III. But for now, we are not about to get married to a stinking hydrogen bomb. We're over it. End of conversation.
Here's our breakdown, and I hope it satisfies your soul. You take 2.2 pounds enriched uranium, plus a fission activation product.
For a catalyst reaction, a fission activation product must be present, such as antimony. Beryllium and antimony will both give off a good neutron. We have all this material now. Let it go critical. Implode upon it heavily. This will force a chain reaction with all its neutrons. Atoms splitting at an exponential rate. Fission. As long as we calculate the inverted pressure correctly. Too little will just blow expensive research material everywhere. Too much will stifle the load's full burst potential. Now, the stage is set. The next step for us is a test. The site's been selected south of Los Alamos. We'll try to get a shot in 2 weeks. Classified, gentlemen. Most of the research team will be in the bunker. Cameras and audio. We'll get a lot from one test. If it works.
If you have it your way, Robert, there will be a 50-foot statue of Niels Bohr in front of LeConte Hall with his clothes burned from him.
Good afternoon, sir. Sergeant, the auto's out back, sir, when you're ready to view the site.
Any of my corpsmen give me a hard time?
Oh, not really. Although some of the machinists are beginning to brag. That's the hardest part, just trying to keep folks' curiosity down.
You can only do that officially. Some of these young bloods may not believe in intelligence quarantine. That is, until they spend the rest of the war in the stockade.
Yeah, that sort of thing. And by the time you know you got a problem...
We've got a big problem. Criminy. I'd hate to lose the world to a bunch of blabbermouths.
I'm ready.
Ready? Ready to birth a baby bomb. There's gold in them hills.
And we're the California 49ers, goddammit.
All right, guys. Who wants to be the first to tickle the dragon's tail? I've got 2 reactive pieces. And all we've got to do is put them together, and we can get them to go critical. Now, I'll handle the pieces, and you handle the core. All right, let me see a show of hands. Come on. All right, Bobby. All right, Bobby.
That doesn't look quite safe. Separating reacting core elements with a screwdriver? You do it.
I can't. I'll be giving myself a last dose, and that's the time it takes to put them together.
Your experiment, you assemble it, you take it.
Don't you want to play some history, candy ass?
I guess not.
What are you, chicken? Are you chicken?
No, it's not stupid, stupid.
Said it 1,000 times. Ain't nothing. Here, do it.
No, you do it.
Do it.
No.
Do it now.
No.
Look at me. You ruined me. Aren't you going to say anything? It's all for the sake of science, Robert. We have to find out what may go wrong. and we don't even know what that wrong may be.
So, you played me for some kind of alchemy blackjack hand. You asswipe.
Get on schedule, Bobby. Wake up, smell the coffee burning. There are hordes of old Tennessee hick farts out there just raring to give up the ghost for their first shot of that plutonium.
You don't hear them bitching about it.
We all sacrifice. Gas rationing, blackouts.
You gotta work on boards.
We do iodine 129 experiments just to gather data.
Yeah.
Toothpaste test. Cross, it looks like you're living in some kind of non-nuclear age or something.
I live in this town, damn it. I nibble on the onion ring every day. I've heard all the noises. The K25 distress signal, the hair-lit Hindu in a hive. I've seen that green dot in the night sky, the 10-foot chicken. I'm no turkey.
By God, your damn goose is cooked, old man.
That reminds me. How long do I have? 5, 10 days?
A couple, maybe.
It's cut my liver out, too.
Take it out and put the goddamn whip.
I'll see you, Lewis, in the incinerator of hell. I'm sure Lucifer's got a slot for you.
I'll go and cool off and come back, say about 20,000 years.
Hey, a slot, and there's no more kidding about that.
Come in, so good to see you. Welcome, welcome. We are just about to begin the next stage of our experiment. This is a test to determine if we can stabilize the fissionable material. Without this test, we will not know if we can handle and transport the weapon. We are about to begin. Our plan is to maintain a fissionable reaction with the products and control it with an insulated graphite rod. By removing the rod, we allow the materials to react with each other. Now let's begin.
Mark 20.
Pull it out the graphite rod.
Mark 27.
Now pull that sucker ball better.
Mark 35.
Slowly.
Mark 51.
Oh! It's working! The fire is reacting! And this is the proof of the chain reaction! Oh! Look! The atom is splitting at the neutron! They're jumping at it! Oh! They're going to this damn thing and get away from it. What? Now! Here! We're going down! Look out! Look out!
He's a boogie woogie bugle boy, a company
Congratulations, men. I'm very proud of all of you. This is tremendous science. Great experiment. I know I can depend on you to keep on doing it.
And I want to thank each of you. There's a bottle of whiskey waiting at Camp Hall for you. You're not men. You are Americans.
thousand suns will light up the sky for all mankind to see. A thousand suns of Oak Ridge apply atomic energy. We'll shoot the stars, take trips to Mars, our banners are unfurled. And 10 to 1 instead we'll see, when all the sons of men are free. A thousand sons of energy will light up the world. A thousand suns will light up the sky for all mankind to see.
I've got those paper ruffling, double shuffling, bopper and supper and AEC blues. I've got those tired of going before committee, scrounging funds for this here city blues. So I say blues. I'm on that red tape caper, double shuffling paper, working for the AEC blues.
Where are you from, Mr. Oak Ridger? Where in the world are you from?
I'm from Nebraska.
I'm from Alaska.
Kalamazoo, hey, I'm from there too.
Where are you from, Mr. Oak Ridger? Where in the world are you